Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently, well, still wondering why we can't build the city here, but it's fine. It's fine. We're working on building up these holdings over here. That's one of our larger focuses right now, although we're still interested in investing basically anywhere we can. I mean, these camelries aren't super relevant to upgrade at this point, but we would definitely like to upgrade this if she wasn't Russian. What a jerk. But instead, we're going to upgrade this desert agriculture. It'll be fine. Yes, it's expensive because of the peasant labor, but whatever. Whatever. It's very expensive, actually. Incredibly expensive. To the point where I'd really prefer not to. But, I mean, we gotta spend the money on something, right? We're getting to the point of not really having that much to spend money on anymore. Which means we're gonna have to start thinking about legal expansion soon. The rule set is restrictive in our expansion, no doubt about that. But it'll be possible. It will indeed be possible. So, all of that, hello pause menu, all of that is underway. I definitely would like to get additional upgrades over here, but what I'm most interested in right now is getting the city center upgrading. Unfortunately, that is 2 month ticks away. We'll see if this guy starts an upgrade here before then or not. So we need 8 more gold. I don't suppose we can get 8 more gold. Not really, unfortunately. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and upgrade that. No problem. This is a level 3 castle. This is a level 2 castle, which needs to be upgraded. This is a level 3 temple. Looks good. And a level 3 city. So all we need over here to upgrade to level 3 is this holding. We did just discover trebuchet as well, and that is definitely something we want to deal with. We're now fascinated with land grants. We should look into that. Land grants is probably not ideal. Development growth would be a lot better here, actually. This cultural innovation looks good. So we'll grab that. I think everything else is not... I mean, Republican vassal tax contribution is pretty good. But the rest of this I'm not too necessarily concerned about. Men-at-arms is good. If we were planning on fighting, which we aren't. For the moment. We will get there. So let's grab our concentric castle. There we go. And I think as far as our innovations order goes, ideal order, Muladi into... I'm not sure if this is supposed to be scootage or scuddage. I've only seen the word written. And both ways sounds wrong. So actually, let's find out, shall we?
Scootage.
Well, there we go. It's scootage. Fantastic. Okay, so we can... who are you? Our courtier? Abandon this foolish endeavor immediately. Beautiful. Okay, so our order here is going to be Muladi into Scootage into Men-at-Arms. Cool. We have an empty council position. We will need a new marshal. We'll go ahead and get that in there. And we have a dangerous faction brewing here. This is a Liberty faction. Do we care about this? I'm going to say yes, insofar as we need to upgrade our Men-at-Arms. So we need to go into here, ditch our onagers. These are no longer relevant. And we are now going to get trebuchets. Cool. We'll bump those up to size 3, and every month tick, we'll bump it up a few more. Cool. So this will do for now. And there we go, size 7. We need 1 more month tick for that. We have a stewardship perk available, which we'll deal with in a moment. And apparently they fell off in terms of their power because they just popped back in. Okay, noted. Cool. Okay, so what do we want here? We obviously want to go down the avaricious tree. So golden obligations will do. Looks good. Okay, so at this point, everything up over here should be maxed out, correct? It's very close to it. We're not worried about these. We're not worried about those upgrades either. We're only looking at economic upgrades right now. They can upgrade their own military upgrades. I don't care about that. So we're going to need an additional infirmary over here in a moment. But otherwise, everything north of this of the mountains here is looking good. We're kind of divided into 2 quasi-realms. but where one is more developed than the other. But that's just because that happens to be where we are, and we've prioritized that. We will work on the others. So the islands are all good. Fantastic, and we made a friend. So let's pop in over here. We know that we're going to need to get that done, but that's in 7 months. That's a while yet. And that's the only thing up here that needs to happen. So that looks absolutely great. No problems there. We can come down over here and just start working on these upgrades. Why couldn't we get this? Why is everyone Russian? Why? Why is this happening? I'm so confused. Why is everyone Russian that is leading our cities? What possible reason is there to accept this? Are they just coming in as eunuchs? Like, I don't understand. Why are you Russian? I don't have an explanation for this. Okay. So a lot of our cities are being ruled by Russians. Are you a Russian? No, you are not. We're going to debase the coinage. 95% chance. Hey, we saved a fortune. Cool. And we're just going to spend that down through these slightly less developed areas. We definitely need to work on developing those. A lot of these are currently constructing, so that's completely fine. And we'll just work our way through. Okay, this we're just missing cash for. For a second there, I was like, hang on, is this Russian? No. We just ran out of cash. That's completely fine. So we've got this dangerous faction brewing, right? And I'm not too fussed about it, to be honest. I think we let them fight. We could deal with this, to be clear. We could forge an alliance with, like, possibly this guy. Not, actually, yeah, we could. He doesn't have a spouse. We could do this. We could do something like, not our brother. We would need our sister. Choose someone to marry off. Yeah, I'm trying to marry them to this guy. Okay, that was our brother chosen. Okay, so I want to... This is only giving us males. And this person, I guess. But that's a little confusing. Do we not have any females available? Hang on, let's take a look here. I mean, we only have sons. I expected that we would have... Yeah, we have a half-sister here. We can invite her to court. Not that I necessarily want to do this, though. Do we want to stop this Liberty faction from rebelling? That's a valid question. We've got this niece here. But we want our half-sister. So, like this. That'll stop it from happening, and I guess we'll go ahead and do it. I mean, it'll cost us money and will delay us finishing all of our upgrades, so it's not the worst thing. We can do that. We don't want to be delayed, after all. So that's fine. We can build over here. We're going to need one more income tick. There we go. No problem whatsoever. And what else do we have going on here? We're going to need more cash. That's fine. That is just fine. How old are we? We're 28. We do already have 4 children. So our succession is already a mess. There's no doubt about that. We do need a new marshal. And we should certainly begin work on disinheriting this guy. We do get a stewardship perk. We will take it is my domain. Cool. And we will say, now where are my loyal subjects? We'll start this county. Only 300 gold. Not great, but it's fine. We'll continue to upgrade down through here. And we're basically out of cash at this point, but one more payday, and this will be good. Sure, bring in your 75 gold. Euros are all that matter to me. Cool. That will allow us to get that done. That also gets us a little bit of renown, which is good because we still need to deal with our succession here. And we're probably going to have more that we're going to need to do later. So let's just get these guys disinherited. That gets our stress level up, but being up a higher stress level does not actually help us at this time. So that is slightly concerning. We don't necessarily want to be up a stress level. So losing 40 stress here, eating some fresh quail sounds good. Cool. And our court grandeur has gone up. Our brother died. He was slain in a duel. Sure. Aversion to joy. Or we can be awed by beauty. Sure. Less stress gain. That sounds good. Cool. So we've got a decent amount of gold here. So we can definitely go through here looking for further upgrades. This is now maxed. In fact, our development down this way is pretty much as good now as in the north. We've invested a lot down here. This is all maxed out. This is not, but that's military buildings, so that's not a concern. We're constructing up over here. That looks fine. I mean, that's all constructing. We could definitely use an upgrade here. There we go. And we got a favor hook there. We could hold court, but let's not. I don't find there's not a lot of good reasons other than flavor to hold court. Like, flavor is cool, don't get me wrong, but there's not a lot of tangible benefits to it. And there's not a lot of penalty for not doing it. So I just tend to default to not doing it. Probably not ideal, but here we are. So we can definitely work on additional upgrades down over here to work on this development. That'll be absolutely great. Apparently we can't middle mouse click. Okay, there we go. Had to reset that. I keep hoping one of these patches that Paradox will fix that bug. Sadly, it hasn't happened. We gained 112 additional taxes there. That's always good. And we're going to grab some meadows here once this is done constructing, but that's in 5 months. So we're just going to move on for now. Pastoral lands. Cool. Anywhere else not constructing? Yes, actually, up over here, we only need 4 gold for that. So we'll get that underway. Wait a second, you're Russian. Never mind. We can't actually do that. Sad. Yeah, the camel's there. That's fine. Nothing really to be done up over here, I don't think. Like, this is getting close to maxed out over here. We don't really care about that military building. That's all fine. We can definitely make our way down this direction. These are irrelevant structures. Okay, looks good. Ah, this is no longer super expensive to build in. That's nice. So we can get that underway. It looks like this guy started one of his own. And I would definitely like to build these livestock pens here. Unfortunately, you're still Russian, so that's not going to be a thing. Okay, 630 versus 405. Livestock pens are the way to go as soon as we get a payment. There we go. And we get a stewardship perk, too. So we will grab, at this point, Hergeld. Cool. Wonderful. Bringing us up to 152 per month. It'll get higher, but that's not bad. We're spending 3.9 on court amenities. Okay, noted. Noted. Not too bad. Up here is all good now. Or as good as it's going to get. Like I said, I'm not fussed about upgrading the military buildings. We're not concerned about that at all. So that's a military building there. Here's an economic building to upgrade. Beautiful. Here's an economic building to upgrade. And there's a number of them over in this direction. Like, this is definitely our least developed area. And that's completely fine. We fully expect that. I want to check in. Is there anything that we can do for promoting culture? No, but we're almost done converting over here. That's going to be done in 10 days. We just inherited a mosque. Not ideal. We'll just grant that out. We don't have the ability to hold that. Okay. So that converted over. And what else can we convert? Ah, this converted back. Sure. So we'll get that underway. This guy's still a problem because he is his religious head. That's a pretty big problem, actually. This guy, he is a body. We can demand his conversion. I'm going to send him a gift. We've got lots of gold. Only 13 opinion. Ooh, that's not very much. But that will still help things a bit. He might accept this, but he probably won't. We'll give it a go. If it works, it works. Yeah, he refused. Which is a crime. %, that may incite the Liberty faction to revolt. Do we care about that? 55%. This is not the Liberty faction. Slightly better odds. Let's go ahead and revoke it. Now, we should expect that he's not going to accept this. We're going to raise all here. He accepted. Okay, cool. So now we can grant this out to someone who is the correct religion and culture. There we go. All we want is someone who is the correct culture holding that. So that'll be great. Okay, so we have a lot of gold. We should look to spend it. Where can we spend it? We're running out of locations that we can spend our gold in. Which, as I said, means we need to start turning our eyes, potentially, towards expansion. We can upgrade these pastoral lands. That's something we can do. We can upgrade this desert agriculture. That looks good. We can definitely upgrade this one as well. Everything up here should be maxed, except for here. There we go. And this pastoral land looks good. Anything else down over here? Yeah, monasteries. Okay. And homesteads. Cool. So that's a good amount of our cash spent down. We can also get these nut tree rows. Cool. And that will be absolutely fine. So there's that money spent down. We were able to spend it. I'm not shocked about that. We're going to need to do something about this guy. We can blackmail him. If he declines, his secret can be exposed. We'll give it a go. He refused. We'll expose it. Cool. And now, we can't revoke his titles, sadly. We can't imprison him either. That may incite the Independence faction to revolt. And it would definitely do so. He would certainly decline. So the question is, do we want to fight that Independence faction? They're no longer a threat at all. And so I think the answer to that is likely no. Likely. Now keep in mind, even though we're running out of places to put this gold, we've got a lot of castle upgrades that we can build. These are all military upgrades. We're running out of economic places to put that gold. That's the thing. We'll be strong and resist these impulses. Cool. He recognizes true intellect, I see. And we'll just make our way through here. Yeah, these are all upgraded. Why am I even looking at these? Well, actually, there are some that might be not upgraded militarily. We're starting to get to the point of being interested in upgrading the military structures as well. Like this one. That said, we should probably upgrade our own military structures first, if we're going to do that. So let's look our way through here. I keep hoping that this guy will die. I keep hoping that this lady down here will die too. She's 71 now. Okay, that's a lot. We'll get these pastoral lands upgraded. Thank you, my vassal. We did not become a drunkard, so that's probably for the best. Cool. And this is all looking good. Yes, we can definitely get more castle upgrades done over here. But I'm still interested in getting economic upgrades done. We'll get some meticulous management going on. And there are still economic upgrades to do. There's a windfall of 300 gold. I like it. We'll definitely get these guilds online. And what else can we do? I mean, we've only got 310 gold right now, so it'll take a little bit. Let's grab detailed ledgers at this time. And there's another 120 from our taxes. So that actually allows us to build our trade port here for bumping up our development. That's great. That is absolutely great. Speaking of development, how is our development in our capital? We're at 32. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So we're making our way through that. We should probably at least upgrade our crown smithies here. Even if we're not going to upgrade any other military buildings. I think that that's reasonably necessary. So we'll get that going. I guess we may as well get these outposts upgraded. No real reason not to at this point. They were very cheap. This other one is not so cheap. So we may not do that one right now. I'm just checking through these. They're all constructing. So that's looking great. We've got huge amounts of construction underway. And mostly, we're looking good. We're making good progress on getting everything maxed out. Sure, show in this guy in his 105 gold. I like it. That's great. So we're definitely going to grab these apiaries once we can, which will be on the next month tick. That is more economic gains. Beautiful. We did just gain a stress level. That is stress level 1. So that's noted. We can extort our subjects, which we will definitely do. Now, where are my loyal subjects? 750 gold. Let's go. Okay. So we're about to finish up this construction in like 55 days. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get this desert... No, you just started a livestock pen. Cool. Bring the cleaver. Let's get that gold. We have quite a lot of gold on our hands right now, and spending it is going to be interesting. We know that there's some stuff to spend it on up over here, so let's get that going. I don't think that there's anything else to be done over this way. That is correct. Not at this time, anyway. There's definitely things to be spent on down here as we finish constructions, though. So we will certainly work on that. We're going to be finishing up here in 3 months. Sure, that's all constructing. Beautiful. So this is looking great. Sure, we'll attend your feast. It's better be worth my time, though. Cool. So there's still more economic upgrades to be done, but realistically, there's not that many. Farewell, my vassal. We lost a little bit of stress, and that brought us down to stress level 1. For the moment, that is good. We are very happy about that. And there's so much that we don't need to work on now. It's insane. But this is exactly what we wanted. So our infirmaries are going to be done now, bringing us up to level 5. We're going to have a couple more upgrades to do in this mosque here. This one is now maxed, so that's beautiful. And that's absolutely great. We are definitely cruising our way through these upgrades at this point. So how are we doing on making our way into the late medieval era? We're actually going to have that unlocked in 6 years. Okay. Noted. We get a new stewardship perk here. We're going to take golden aplomb. We're not stressed right now, so that doesn't actually help us. But for the moment, it'll be reasonably fine. I would definitely like to work on these pastoral lands here. Cool. In this mosque, we can definitely work on our camel breeders, working that up to level 4 for that tax. But we don't want to really take it beyond that, since the tax doesn't increase. We can work on guilds. But very soon, we're going to have to start thinking about expansion. That's becoming clear. And the reason for that, of course, is because we're going to run out of things to spend our gold on. So we will have to expand within the rules. Now is not quite the time for that. We still have some tall that we can build. So that'll be great. Okay. So all we're missing here is 313 gold. That's pretty expensive. That's why. Construction slowdown. Poor management of resources. Very rude, but it's fine. We're not too concerned. We'll get these pastoral lands going. You're still Russian. You are 74. Okay. We'll see how long that goes. But that's fine. It is now time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Next episode, I think we're going to come pretty close to finishing up our construction. That will be absolutely great. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Kazarol, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, MLohan80, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisol, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.